Welcome back to another edition of my Formula 1 2017 career mode. You join me from round 9 from Spielberg in Austria. It's a very fast lap, this one. It's just over a minute long. There's only 9 registered turns, I think, or 10 possibly if you count a little kink. It's always good overtaking into turn 1, turn 3. Turn 2 is pretty much non-existent. Down into turn 4 as well as potential for overtakes. And that little middle section there is really like quite high speed, so it's difficult to get around cars. As you can see, the weather is pissing it down. It is terrible here. Absolutely terrible. Qualifying wasn't that great. We did try a wet setup because we knew it was going to be wet for this race. So we're going to see how that pans out. Hopefully it'll be strong coming into the race. This is a good opportunity for us to have a good performance. It's a high-speed circuit, so the Ferraris and the Mercedes are going to particularly go well around here. And the Red Bulls were showing pretty good pace in terms of qualifying as well. So let's have a look at the grid going into this race. Kimi Raikkonen put in an exceptional performance to go first, and Valtteri Bottas alongside him. Sebastian Vettel got P3, Danny Rick 4, Lewis Hamilton 5, Sergio 6, and ourselves in 7. Teammate back in 9. So let's get straight into the action. 5 red lights. And away we go. The Austrian Grand Prix is not the best of starts, but it's not the worst either. Holding station, we've got a car coming up the inside of us, and our teammate is on the outside of us, so we touch. Compromise there, we've got a warning, and we get tapped as well. It's costing us. Dropped a few places, we're down to 8th, 9th position now. And our opportunity going into turn 3 here. We break late up the inside. Tap the back of the Force India, and our teammate was slow off the apex. And we made 3 positions, we're up to P6. Got Lewis just in front of us. We're going to try and catch up to the back of him. Let's have another look at the race. Race starts. Clean get away from everyone. Trying to go 3 wide into turn 1 is never going to be a happy ending there. And then 4 wide almost. Hulkenberg got pushed out onto the curb. And again, there you can see us running up onto the grass. That lost us momentum going up towards turn 3, but we managed to fight back, getting the slipstream there. And everyone was a bit too cautious going into that turn 3, so we just took full advantage of our teammate. I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah, that terrible exit, got all up on the curb, spinning up the rear tyres. As you can see, it's atrocious weather. I think in real circumstances this would be a red flag at this rate. However, it's not, and we're powering on. So on to lap 3, not much is happening. The cars in front of us got exceptional pace. We're never going to catch them in a million years, even with our wet setup and high downforce. It's just hindering us around here. Cannot get anywhere near them. Hulkenberg is pretty much lapping the same lap times as us. So it's going to be about the battle between myself and my teammate for the rest of this Grand Prix. See, there's a bit of a slightly more dry line here, and the rain has subsided slightly. We've got a yellow flag here. What's going on? Fill me in, Jeff.
The track is clear.
Luis is out of the race. We've inherited a position and a lot of points in this championship now. We're up to P5.
Sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
So on to lap 8. Jeff thinks it's time for a switch up. So we're going to box. We're going to put the inters on.
To the pits at the end of this lap.
Nice slick stop. As you can see, we've got a bunch of cars which have not pitted yet. They're staying out for another lap, so we're going to have to contend with them. So coming out in the thick of the action here. Van Dorn just behind us, and we're coming up the inside of Sainz. That was pretty easy done. They're still on the wet tyre, so we're on the preferred tyre now. There's not too much standing water. This intermediate tyre is going to come into its own. And we're going to go up the inside of his teammate Danny Kvyat. Pretty easy, making good time with these cars in front of us now. Now have a go at who's that, Strolly boy? Thank you very much. Who's next? Sorry, Massa before. Yeah, we're just taking Grosjean, taking Verline, and we've got K-Mac. Just a matter of time now. Up to P12. Still some cars out on this wet tyre. So Fernando's next up the road. There's quite a bit up the road from here. Let's have another look at this. Slipped it up the inside nice and late, left him nowhere to go. A better traction. Job done.
Heavy rain will pass in 5 minutes and will be replaced by light rain conditions.
So yeah, moving on. This is a pretty dull affair. This race is not too much on-track action. It's just around the pit stops really that we're getting close to any other cars. Otherwise we're in pretty much no man's land. So on to lap 17, you can see there's a considerably drying line now.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there.
So I'm thinking...
You have P5. Ricardo is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 11.5 seconds. They're on old inters. The gap behind us is 5.9 seconds. They're on old inters. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 18 laps to go.
So my thinking now is, do I undercut the cars in front and then try and make some ground on Danny Rick? That's the only time I can really get on him, is if I hit early, get that advantage on the inter and try and hold him up. Let's give it a go. We've got nothing to lose. It's another set of inters. Off we go. So we're going to feed out. This is a Force India coming round. Yeah, it's taken me a while to catch up to Sergio here. Know what the yellow flag's about. I think we've got a car stopped on track. Yep, Ocon has got some troubles and he's out of the race.
Green flag, we're racing again.
There we go, I'm finally catching up to Perez. I need to stay tight with him into turn 1. I'm going to get run up the hill into turn 3 now. Still a long way back here. So we're going to go deep under brakes. Give him a little nudge there, squeeze him. Got a fresher tyre and we get the job done.
Ricardo is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 13.9 seconds. They're on fresh inters. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.2.
Our pace is nowhere near the cars in front of us. We're losing like 6, 7,
Okay, the boots are
8
looking
tenths
to
per lap.
At this point, we should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly. Degradation is pretty bad. The grip is going to fall away quickly. Our gap to our teammate is 7.5 seconds. Be aware, your brakes are overheating. Softer on the brakes, we might run into problems.
So multiple things to consider. The tyre is going to drop off considerably. You can see that the track is drying out. And we've got to cool off the brakes now. So you can see
Okay, we can take you this lap.
DRS has been enabled. So that is our cue. We're going to get in. Put a set of, I think the Ultras on. We ain't got many laps left. We should be able to stretch them to the end and it should be nice and quick. Slick stop, chaps. Doing a little double stop there. And we're going out, the Hulk goes. And again, we're pretty much in. So really enjoying having a set of us
Alright then,
dry
so
tyres
they've
on
made it
them.
over the line. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
There's another car out. That's about 4 retirements in this race. It's been a real car breaker.
Okay, clear.
It's a lot of time spent on full throttle at this circuit. So this is just a lapped car that we're approaching. It's Sauber ahead of us. Only got a couple of laps left, so we're just going to enjoy the fact that we've got a set of ultra soft tyres on, and we don't really have anything to lose, so we're just going to chuck it about and enjoy racing now. So much grip.
This is your final lap of the race. The gap to teammate is 4.1 seconds.
Going up the hill, this is turn 2. Hard on the brakes up the hill into 3, which really helps. It's really tight, it's an actual hairpin, it doesn't look like it. It's hard there, it's a bit off camber on the exits, you get a bit of wheel spin there. It's coming down another heavy braking zone. Very tight. Try and kiss the apex, miles away from it, Rich. Don't use enough exit there either. But what the hell. This is always a tricky one, a very late turning point. So get on the power, use the curb, and again drop a gear there. We missed the apex, didn't get the turning point right. Run it out wide, nowhere near it. This here just needs a little flick down, power on, and the same again into the last turn. And again, terrible. Didn't really do much practice, as you can tell, at this circuit. Pretty boring race, but nevertheless, good bag of points.
Take care of the car.
We'll take that.
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I feel like consistency was probably the key
Well
today.
done, Kimi and
There's being
Valtteri
quick,
there.
and then there's being quick lap after lap after
Kimi's
lap.
really
If you
showing
can do
some
that, you can
contention
capitalise
now in
on
this
other
championship.
people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Have to be happy with P5.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today.
So as you can see, we're tied for the lead of the championship after Lewis Hamilton's retirement. That's also enabled Kimi Raikkonen to close in on the championship lead. We're in P4 in the constructors with a comfortable gap to P5. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a like, comment and share. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully we'll have a bit more exciting race for you coming up, and we hope to get that out within the next week. Thanks for watching and see you soon.